don't want to do anything. I'm not going to talk about Jeffrey Marsh. I've deleted everything, removed it. If you guys want to go ahead, but please don't come to my house. You just get on with your life, I'll get on with mine. You guys want me to say I'm sorry? Fine, I'm sorry. Please don't come at me, don't come to my house, don't do anything with me, because I'm just one person.
Oh my Lord. Hello friends, welcome to Luke and Live. You here with Pastor James Devallon, and this is another reaction video. Now, if you don't know who this young lady is, she is TikTok. She's got a large following, over 7-something million people. The reason she's crying in this video, I'm gonna tell you why, is because she made a video about Jeffrey Marsh. Jeffrey Marsh has been tweeting, has gone viral on Twitter and many other places. I've even done a video myself about some things that I thought was somewhat concerning when you do your research. But anyway, Jeffrey has a large follower and a lot of people who listen to Jeffrey. So this is some of the videos of Jeffrey. You can check out the videos for yourselves, but it seems to be an individual who appeals to young people. Now, some people say, is this grooming? Why is this so determined to go after youth?
Trans kids.
Children. And when you listen to some of the things Jeffrey says, you can certainly understand why this young lady, she's not the only one, by the way, who's going after Jeffrey. There's a whole bunch. You can understand why she made the video that she did. Okay, she went and even got an account and went inside of Jeffrey's Patreon to hear the nature of the conversation. She came out and exposed some of the stuff. And when you listen to some of Jeffrey's stuff, it does appear that he's appealing to children despite their parents' approval and talking about things to children that really an individual, a male, should not be doing. Her video, I will say, was correct, and the things that she said I will agree with. However, in today's cancel culture, the mob doesn't just cancel you online and go after you. So we no longer live in an age where you can simply disagree. We can agree to disagree and have our oppositions. Those days are gone. We are in a day where if somebody disagree with you now, they don't just make a video to expose and explain their disagreement anymore. They're trying to destroy your life. Did you hear what I said? They try to destroy your entire life as far as killing you. Listen to this young lady. Listen to this young lady talking. I could not believe what these people are trying to do to her because she shared her perspective about Jeffrey Marsh. Okay? And she exposes some things that some people just feel the need to go after her to the point of death threats, even mentioning her children, schools, and many more. They're doxing her. And when I saw this, I said, this tells you a lot about the woke mob, how determined they are to control the narrative or even to have their way by any means necessary. But I also think there's a lesson to learn in all of this. How about we take a listen to this right now?
Please listen carefully. She's crying for speaking the truth. That's sad. Please share.
Pretty much a threat, saying they know where I live. And what scares me the most is they have got my daughter's details on the email, like what time I leave to drop them to school, pick them up. And it's not a coincidence because both of my daughters, they go to 2 different schools, so they know. They've given the school details and everything. So yeah, my daughters are involved now in this. As some of you might know, that my car was damaged in this whole thing. I was getting not very nice videos and now emails with a lot of details on that email. So I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to talk about Jeffrey Marsh. I've deleted everything, removed it. If you guys want to go ahead, but please don't come to my house. You just get on with your life, I'll get on with mine. You guys want me to say I'm sorry? Fine, I'm sorry. Please don't come at me, don't come to my house, don't do anything with me, because I'm just one person, and specifically 4 or 5 of you have 4 or 5 of you have kind of done stuff. Like, some of you have found old pictures of me and uploaded it on TikTok without my hijab. So you guys have done that. I know you guys are gonna take the mickey out of this video. So, but my main thing is, please don't continue this. I'm sorry. Please don't come for my kids.
Please listen carefully.
Wow. That tells you everything you need to know. That is sad. That is sad that she has to go to this extreme length of apologies and begging and crying and weeping. What was her crime? She spoke her opinion about something that was very questionable. The woke revolutionary, the woke mob, decided to dox her. That's when they get your address, your email, your home info, spying on you, stalking your children, and taking pictures of your life. You have to understand, once you're online, everything is exposed. These people have ways of getting to you. This is some sad stuff for a woman to experience. This is scary, I will say, to a degree. All because she spoke and shared some things about an individual because of the type of content he was putting out. And by the way, Jeffrey actually went on a deleting video spree. Okay? Deleting video spree as a result of this. Because her video had that much of an impact. And Jeffrey is not the only one. There was a lot of videos out there concerning things that he's doing that we will say is very questionable. Very questionable. But this poor woman, what they doing to her here is just wrong. Like, you may disagree with someone, but that doesn't give you the right to dox them, threaten them with deaths. Now, I've gotten some nasty emails myself, not concerning this, but some other stuff I've spoken about. I have an idea of how bad this stuff is. When these people say some things about you and against you, they go really deep. And they are not playing some of these people. Some of these people are really sick. And they do not have the ability to face opposition or to fight, to stand, to debate on a public square, because it is very obvious either what they believe they cannot prove or stand for it. Therefore, the only result to false ideology is violence. Whenever you see someone go to the extreme side of violence and threats, it's a sign, whatever it is that they believe in, they do not have much ground for their ideology. Their surface is weak, therefore they have to do this. That is sad. Now, I don't know how I don't know why. Well, Well, she had to do what she had to do. She got to protect her family. But I'm wondering, could cops get involved in this? Could there be things that she could have done to protect herself and her life and things like that? But when your children are mentioned, that's a soft spot for a lot of women. And I'm not sure if she's married, if she's single, maybe she's by herself. There could be different things happening here that we don't know about. You see, the thing is, as a Christian, I may disagree with someone. You may come after me in various ways, but I would never make any death threats because I don't feel the need to do that. Because your words should not control me to the point where I feel like killing you. When that happens, it's a sign of true weakness. That's really what it is. It's a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you do not have the guts, nor the ability, nor the foot ground. You do not have the catalyst nor a solid foundation for what you believe. And that is a sign of true weakness and cowardice. That's what I would call it. That's what I would call it. But nevertheless, I'll be praying for this young lady. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that. That's not fair. And this is why I will say this. In this online social debate platform things that's going on right now in our culture, there is a serious division among Americans when it comes to ideologies and things like that. You can believe what you believe, but you gotta be ready to defend it to the point where you are ready to die for it. And this is why I will say, choose your battle wisely. Choose your words wisely. And if you're gonna do something, make sure you do it with the intent that when the push come to shove, you can stand your ground. I don't think you should ever be put in a corner because of sharing your decision. You should never be placed in a position where you feel like your life is on the line just because of the way you feel or think about something. I don't advocate for that. I totally reject it. But there are some people who do that. But nevertheless, we gotta choose our battle. We gotta be wise as serpent, harmless as dove. You gotta know why you believe the things that you believe. And if you dare to come out and speak about a matter, are you ready to die for that? Are you ready to put your family at risk for that? These are things you gotta think about. These are things I think about on a daily basis. My videos are controversial, but I don't have a huge follower like that. I'm sure eventually, if things continue to grow, there are things I've said in the past, it's gonna cost me something. But I have to come to a point where I said, it is what it is. It is what it is. Daniel in Babylon. If you're gonna put me in a fiery furnace, it is what it is. I'm gonna stand for the truth. Sometimes that's what it takes. But I really hope and pray for those of you who are fighting in this cultural war, be aware of this. Be aware of the nature of the mob. Be aware of the woke revolutionaries. Be aware of how this mob will go as far as committing murder to uphold their ideology. Be aware, this is not a joke. This is something that's happening. I've gotten some emails. I've read some of your comments. I could tell if some of you could have just put your hands around my throat, you would have done it. Only by the grace of God, some of you are being restrained. I know that. I'm not worried about you, because I know y'all got issues. But here's the thing. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace, but in this world you shall have tribulation. But be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't like persecutions. But you're going to have to learn how to accept the fact it's going to come if you dare to stand for what is truth. You're going to have to stand for that. And as a Muslim woman, you will think, she's Muslim. That means she will pass she has some, I will say, some wokology points or some, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that xenophobic? Isn't that what you call Islamophobic? But when it comes to this transgender ideology, when it comes to this LGBTQ agenda, even Muslim folks are not saved. Even the Muslims don't get a pass because it's that solid of a movement. Now, don't you tell me this is not diabolical. Don't you tell me the devil is not in the picture. Because even a Muslim person is not safe. It's one thing us as Christians gets in trouble all the time. But when a Muslim gets in trouble, That tells you a lot. That means whatever these people are doing or trying to do or determined to carry out, they will do it by any means necessary, even to the point of death. And that's sad to watch. Comment below. Share your thought and perspective with me. Pray for this young lady. If you happen to be a Christian or a Muslim, pray for this young lady. Pray for her and for her family. And if you happen to be among those who believe that she should be doxxed and things like that, but I will say you should check your heart. Because there's something wrong with you, with your thinking. That's not okay. That's not how we do things in this country. It's okay to agree to disagree. Let's have the debate. Let's have the conversation. Let's make it happen. Death threats and so on, that's inhumane. That's weak. That makes you a coward. That's what it is. All right. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.